Hello everybody, today we are going to be going over the 4 Galactic Legends, comparing their viability and gameplay, and the requirements it takes to unlock them. Starting with the minimum character and relic requirements, we're going to see that Jedi Master Luke Skywalker requires the most 7-star, Legendary and Journey, Relic 3, and Relic 5 characters, while Sith Eternal Emperor requires the most at Relic 7. Starting with their matchups, you'll see that Supreme Leader Kylo Ren is able to beat Rey and Sith Eternal Emperor, but will lose to Rey and Jedi Master Luke. Rey is able to beat all 3 of the Galactic Legends, but will lose to them as well. Sith Eternal Emperor beats Rey and Jedi Master Luke Skywalker, but loses to Rey and Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, while Jedi Master Luke Skywalker is able to beat Rey and Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, but loses to Rey and Sith Eternal Emperor. Now, the requirements for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren include 12 characters, those being Crew, First Order Stormtrooper, First Order Officer, Kylo Ren, Captain Phasma, First Order Executioner, Veteran Han, Sith Trooper, First Order Special Forces TIE Pilot, Hux, First Order TIE Pilot, and Emperor Palpatine. Of those characters, one is a legendary character, being Emperor Palpatine, who requires 5 rebels at 7 stars. You'll also need to unlock one capital ship, the Finalizer, at 5 stars, and the ships required for that are the First Order TIE Fighter, Houndstooth, Command Shuttle, Slave 1, TIE Silencer, TIE Advance, and Xanadu Blood. In terms of being able to save in the number of characters needed, you're not going to be able to. However, you can still save in farming pilots, as crew members do not have to be 7 stars to allow a ship to be 7 stars. Moving on to Rey, she also requires 12 characters: Rey Jedi Training, Finn, Resistance Trooper, Scavenger Rey, Resistance Pilot, Poe Dameron, Resistance Hero Finn, Resistance Hero Poe, Amilyn Holdo, Rose Tico, BB-8, and Veteran Chewbacca. Of these characters, 2 are legendary or journey characters, being BB-8 and Rey Jedi Training. BB-8 requires 5 First Order characters at 7 stars, and Rey Jedi Training requires BB-8, Finn, Poe, Veteran Han, and Veteran Chewie. You're also going to need one capital ship, the Raddus, at 5 stars, and the ships required for that are Rey's Falcon, Resistance X-Wing, Poe's X-Wing, Houndstooth, Ebon Hawk, Ahsoka's Starfighter, and Lando's Falcon. Similar to Kylo Ren, you're not going to be able to save on the prerequisite for characters. However, once again, ships only have to be at 7 stars and not their crew members. Moving on to Sith Eternal, you're going to need 14 characters: Emperor Palpatine, Darth Vader, Royal Guard, Admiral Piet, Director Krennic, Darth Sidious, Darth Maul, Count Dooku, Sith Marauder, Jedi Knight Anakin, Grand Admiral Thrawn, Grand Moff Tarkin, General Veers, and Colonel Stark. Of these characters, 2 of them are legendary journey characters, being Grand Admiral Thrawn and Emperor Palpatine. Thrawn requires 5 Phoenix characters at 7 stars, and as we know, Palpatine requires 5 rebels. You're also going to need one ship, the Imperial TIE Bomber, at 6 stars. In terms of saving for Sith Eternal, you're actually able to overlap the prerequisites for Thrawn and Emperor Palpatine. With all Phoenix members having both the tags of Phoenix and Rebels, you can save on 5 characters having to be 7 stars by using Phoenix to unlock both of these characters. Lastly, moving on to Jedi Master Luke Skywalker, there are 14 characters: Old Ben, Rey Jedi Training, C-3PO, Mon Mothma, 3PO and Chewie, Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker, R2-D2, Han Solo, Chewie, Princess Leia, Hermit Yoda, Wedge, Biggs, and Lando. You'll also need one ship, the Rebel Y-Wing, at 6 stars. Of these characters, 4 are legendary characters, being Chewbacca, C-3PO, R2-D2, and BB-8, who need bounty hunters, Ewoks, Empire, and First Order characters respectively. You'll also have 3 journey characters: Rey Jedi Training, CLS, and Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker. They need veteran Han and Chewie, BB-8, Finn, and Poe. CLS needs R2-D2, Stormtrooper Han, Farm Boy Luke, Princess Leia, and Old Ben. And Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker requires Vader, CLS, Wampa, Chewie, C-3PO, Hermit Yoda, Lando, Captain Han Solo, and Rebel Officer Leia Organa, all at Relic 3. Now, those are a lot of requirements, so right here is a graph with a key in the top right-hand corner explaining each of these characters and what is required to unlocking all of them. So, continuing with all of those characters needed, there is one nice thing, which is a lot of these characters just have to be upgraded throughout the journey event for CLS to Jedi Knight Luke and then for Jedi Master Luke. However, despite all of these characters being needed, only one of them is actually useful for overlapping, which is Darth Vader, who is an Empire unit who can be used to unlock R2-D2. And now for the gameplay comparison. We're going to be comparing all of them in these categories, and starting with Territory War, we're going to have Rey ranked first, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren second, Sith Eternal Emperor third, and Jedi Master Luke fourth. As anyone knows, there's nothing more difficult in this game than cleaning up a Rey team, and with Territory Wars having to be multiple encounters sometime, this puts Rey as one of the best, if not the single best, defensive team in the game. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren can go through most teams offensively, and that's why he is solidly in second place. Sith Eternal Emperor, with the right supporting cast, can also plow through a lot of different teams offensively, and then you have Jedi Master Luke at fourth. Looking at territory battles, you're going to have Rey first, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren second, Jedi Master Luke third, and Sith Eternal Emperor fourth. The reason Jedi Master Luke and Sith Eternal Emperor swap places is the difficulty of the light side Geonosis territory battle is much higher than the difficulty of the dark side. Therefore, having another team that can go 4 for 4 is much more valuable, which is what gives Jedi Master Luke the edge over Sith Eternal. Moving into 5v5 Grand Arena, you have Supreme Leader Kylo Ren first, Rey second, Sith Eternal Emperor third, and Jedi Master Luke fourth. The reason you're going to have Rey second and not first is there's been more research into free-to-play counters to beating Rey than there has been any other Galactic Legend. So despite the risk of having to possibly clean up Rey, she's going to be second here because of the many counters, not to mention any of the Galactic Legends can beat her. Still an incredibly useful team on defense and offense as well, but you'll find her a lot defensively in 5v5 Grand Arena. Moving into 3v3 Grand Arena, she does reclaim the top spot. There are many compositions that are incredibly difficult to go through. Rey with Han and Chewie, Rey with Queel in IG-11. There are many combinations of Rey in 3v3 that are incredibly difficult to defeat. And if you don't defeat it the first time, you may not be able to get through her at all in Grand Arena 3v3, and you'll see everyone else maintains their position. Moving into raid viability, I'm sure it comes as no surprise seeing Supreme Leader Kylo Ren first, Rey is going to be second, Jedi Master Luke third, Sith Eternal Emperor fourth. When you're able to solo the Sith raid, and you're able to do massive damage in the phases of the challenge tier Rancor raid, it's not even a question you're going to get the top spot, which is why Supreme Leader Kylo Ren is first. Rey is still very viable in all of the main raids and can output great damage in them. And Jedi Master Luke is viable, able to do well. However, Sith Eternal Emperor is not that great in the raids from a Galactic Legend standpoint. And is solidly in fourth place. Moving into Squad Arena PvP, you're going to have Supreme Leader Kylo Ren first, Jedi Master Luke second, Sith Eternal Emperor third, and Rey fourth. Seeing Rey fourth may come as a bit of a surprise, but as previously stated, With so many free-to-play counters being out there to deal with Rey, and for the fact that all of the Galactic Legends can beat Rey, it is very easy for your Rey team to be climbed on in Squad Arena, and having to climb each day can be a bit painful. Therefore, she's going to get the 4th place ranking. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren is going to be one of the best teams, and any free-to-play counter for him is incredibly mod detailed that most players are not able to properly produce said lineup. Now, what might come as a surprise is Jedi Master Luke being placed second. He's being placed second not for when he's in the lead, but in a supporting role under a Bastila Shan lead with characters that are going to help support Jedi Master Luke Skywalker, i.e. Hermit Yoda, Wat Tambor, anything to make this taunting tank nearly invincible to go through. And because of how difficult he is to go through, a lot of players will simply choose to ignore attacking the squad and try to find another one to climb on, giving him the 2nd overall ranking. Lastly, moving on to event difficulty, you're going to have Sith Eternal Emperors as the easiest, coming in at 1, Jedi Master Luke 2nd, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren 3rd, and Rey 4th. A big complaint of the first 2 Galactic Legends, Rey and Kylo, was that the event was so difficult, especially Tiers 6, that a lot of players felt all their resources grinding the Galactic Legend tickets were going to waste. So CG went very easy on the requirements for Sith Eternal Emperor and Jedi Master Luke in the events, them not being difficult at all, and in fact you're even able to beat tier 6 of their events without mods on your characters. Going between Rey and Kylo, Rey's tier 6 event is much more difficult than Kylo's. That is why she is going to end up 4th overall. So, with all of that said, the final rankings, your number 1 Galactic Legend you should go for, and who will benefit your roster the most, is going to be Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. The biggest pro to getting him, especially if he's going to be your first Galactic Legend, is the gear you are going to get from the Sith Raid and Challenge Tier Rancor Raid from being able to finish in a top 10 spot consistently using his character. The Gear 12 plus 5.5 you're going to get from those top 10 Sith Raid finishes are huge, and if you're an endgame player, being able to get higher amounts of Relic 8 material by finishing top 10 in the Rancor raid, it's so incredibly beneficial. Your roster is going to advance at a very high rate. Coming in second is going to be Rey. All around, she is a great character. There is no single mode that she is bad at, and she is great at quite a few modes. It's very easy to place her in at second. Coming in third is going to be Sith Eternal Emperor. Sith Eternal is great, especially for newer accounts, because newer players going after their first Galactic Legend are going to find that the prerequisites for Sith Eternal, all of the characters are great with the exception of Director Krennic. All of them have a very good use in this game. And because his Relic 7 requirements are on characters such as Jedi Knight Anakin and Darth Vader, the Relic 7 investment is not painful and will still benefit your roster. Coming in last is Jedi Master Luke Skywalker. The biggest drawback to him is simply the amount you have to invest to get him. New accounts going for their first Galactic Legend should not be considering Jedi Master Luke Skywalker. The amount your roster is going to inflate for GP going after this character is going to be devastating to one. Simply, I would not recommend him for any new player. And if you're an endgame player, you're going to have a lot of the characters already required, therefore making it an easier investment to go in. Still, overall, he is the most expensive in terms of relic investments to get of the four. Thank you everyone for checking out the video. I hope you did learn something. If you have any questions about the Galactic Legends, please comment down below. And I hope to see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in, and may the Force be with you.